ओ शिट गाइस,
Smells like paint.
मुझे लगा खून है। दिस स्टेन टॉवल इन द आर्थर टकर्स लॉकर। आर्थर टकर के लॉकर पे स्टेन है। ये मेरे ख्याल से ये है। चेस्ट एक्सपेंडर है ट्रैश में, और येल का फुल सरप्राइजेस
Well,
है।
I know this much. The chest expander in the trash belongs to Yale.
वो तो हमें पक्का पता है। चेस्ट एक्सपेंडर है जो वो येल का। येल किल्ड डन विद चेस्ट एक्सपेंडर। मैं सोच रहा हूँ चेस्ट एक्सपेंडर इन द ट्रैश बिलोंग्स टू येल। तो प्लीज कलेक्टेड आउट न्यू डिडक्शंस। दो और एक ऐसे से पहलू हैं जो बनते हैं इसके अंदर। अभी वो मैच कराते हैं, रुक जाओ।
Why do you have that pen, Jake? What mess are you in?
जेक के पास भी वही पिन थी। जेक वॉन्ट से ही वर्क्स फॉर ओलेरी। सही बात है, ये हमें ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा। एक सेकेंड। यस,
Arthur Tucker painted the racial slur on Yale's
सही बात है।
locker.
आर्थर टकर ने करा होगा क्योंकि उसके टॉवल पे भाई वो निशान छपा हुआ था। बैठी हुई है भाई। सोनिया से बात
Miss
करते
Dunn,
हैं।
can I run a couple of questions by you?
If they'll help you find Yale, go ahead.
What are those documents relationship with the father? That's it for now. गाइस, इस पर नजर रखनी पड़ेगी हमें। दो जगह एक सुनी जा सकती है, दो देखी जा सकती है। गाइस क्या देखें हम? देखना क्या है भाई?
Nice and steady heartbeat.
ये क्या है? नॉर्मल है, यानी कि नाइस और स्टडी हार्ट बीट है।
Big, bright eyes. Looks well rested. Either she didn't mourn her father, or she really knows how to work that makeup.
अच्छा जी, तो सोनिया डन इस टाइम पे भाई कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है, कोल्ड एज आइस है। जॉर्डन्स जिम, ठीक है।
What the?
What's wrong?
Someone's taking pictures from the rooftop.
Are you sure?
I'll go take a look.
गाइस, छत से कोई फोटोज खींच रहा हमारी। फटाफट से एक बार छत पे चलते हैं।
Now, who's that rope for, Miss Dunn?
Weekly.
अच्छा, वीकली द बिजी बॉडी है। कोई ये पत्रकार है गाइस।
What the hell are you doing here?
पत्रकार था ये शायद कोई।
Hey, look! Isn't that Cassidy?
भाई ये कैसिडी आया क्या? आया क्यों है इसकी जिम में?
Don't change the subject, you sad little...
Why don't we settle this over ice cream, huh, John? Just like in the good old days.
How did you get up here? I don't want anyone to see you.
अच्छा, उधर से आया ये फट्टा लगा के।
Even the most hapless of creatures has a gift. Something that makes them special, that makes them worth knowing. Foul-smelling Weekly is no exception. No matter what he does, it's impossible to stay mad at him for too long.
भाई ये चूतिया बंदा है।
This bourbon shake is delicious. Want a taste?
You know I don't like milk.
Your loss. So, Joe Dunn hangs himself and leaves his gym to his daughter, which makes her the first woman to
ये भी
run a
guys
boxing
वो है।
gym, I think.
ये भी मेरे हिसाब से
The
एक
real question
डिटेक्टिव
is,
है।
Why
तो
did he commit
हमें
suicide?
इसकी थोड़ी सी
Well,
हेल्प
it's
ले
pretty
सकते हैं
obvious.
आगे.
Is that so? Care to shed some light on this, Sherlock?
Well, there's
हाँ,
no
ये भी
need to look for
detective है.
reasons. People hang themselves every day out of sadness. And stuff like that. End of story.
It's clear that his daughter didn't love him. I don't have kids, but imagine having one that doesn't love you. Seems like a good enough reason to hang yourself, especially if you're a widower. I've got other suspects, like O'Leary, bookmaker.
Desmond O'Leary? The same O'Leary who used to date Helen Moore? America's sweetheart? Now that's a woman.
And then there's Wallace. Who was that guy?
Come on. You've never heard of Frank Cassidy? The president of the Boxing Managers Association?
Who's also Stone's agent, Bobby Yale's rival.
बॉबी
He
येल
might
का
know why
राइवल
Dunn
भी
killed
है
himself, right?
I decided to ask
सब
Weekly to
सोचते हैं
investigate
कि
Cassidy.
उसने खुद को
My
मारा,
reasons?
आत्महत्या किया, लेकिन जहाँ तक हमें लगता है भाई वो है नहीं आत्महत्या.
Weekly was right. Cassidy could have known why Dunn killed himself. Weekly had already proven to be nosy. The farther I kept him from the gym, the better. But with Weekly, you just never know what the best approach might be. Should I give him an order or a subtle suggestion? Yeah, you might be right about Cassidy. But, it won't be easy to make him talk. He seems like a pretty tough cookie. Only a thorough and efficient
भाई
detective could
किसी
pull
को
it off.
वीकली के बारे में
But
ना
the
पता
problem
नहीं
is,
है वीकली
I already
कैसे
got
मतलब
enough on
क्या
my plate.
करेगा.
You're a
तो थोड़ा
lucky
सा ध्यान
man,
से हमें इससे
John Blacksad.
इंफॉर्मेशन निकलवानी पड़ रही है.
I don't follow.
You just found the thorough detective you need.
Oh, of course. What a great idea. How did I not think of you?
Hey, don't sweat it. But you'll have to do me a favor.
क्या
Tell
फेवर करना है?
Sonia Dunn that a legendary journalist from What's News wants an interview.
Weekly, please.
Well, if not, bye-bye, Cassidy.
ठीक है.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Great.
Hey,
That's
guys.
settled then.
सोनिया
By the way,
सोनिया को
I never
कन्विंस
told
करने
you
की
what
कोशिश
happened to
करेंगे.
Colbert, did I?
No. What happened?
Well, I might have to hold off on that information until you tell me something about Cassidy.
ठीक है.
You're
जब तक
gonna
हमें
love it.
कैसिडी के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन मिलती है तब तक हम भी ये होल्ड करके रख रहे हैं इंफॉर्मेशन, क्योंकि अगर मैंने इसको अभी बता दिया तो फायदा क्या.
So, was there really someone on the roof?
No one. I must be seeing things.
A hallucinating detective. This must be my lucky day.
चलो भाई, इंफॉर्मेशन तो आ गई है वैसे. क्योंकि यार थोड़ी सी ये यहाँ पे कुछ ऑप्शंस आ रहे हैं.
Dunn kept files on the gym's staff and clients. Name, address, and date of birth.
ठीक है. The card were staff information on Dunn's table. तो लेटर मिला
Thank
हमें
you, Mr.
सोनिया
Blacksad.
डन को.
Does the postman always leave your mail on the floor?
I don't know.
भाई इस लेटर में लिखा गया है.
What's wrong?
It's my mother's wedding ring.
Who had it?
I don't know. My father wore it on his pinky finger after she died.
Not always, apparently.
Will you find out why?
I'll try. But there's something else I'm worried about. This might
इससे
have
ये
something
तो
to do
क्लियर है
with
कि उसका मर्डर हुआ है, वरना ये कौन भिजवाता भाई ये रिंग यहाँ पे.
your father's death and Bobby Yale's disappearance.
Oh my, yes. It could be. Will you please give me a moment?
Of course.
क्या करेगी ये लड़की. मोमेंट तो आपको दे दिया भाई. राइटिंग तो भाई ये भी अच्छी है, रुको रुको रुको, ये राइटिंग तो ये भी अच्छी है। राइटिंग से चेक करें एक बार गाइस, क्या पता राइटिंग मैच करानी हो। हाँ राइटिंग ही तो मैच हो रही है।
Mary put the wedding ring in the envelope and wrote Sonia Dunn on it. But why did she have the ring in the first place?
तो मैरी से बात करनी पड़ेगी गाइस, पहले एक बार फटाफट से मैरी से बात करनी पड़ेगी, क्योंकि मैरी ने एनवलप के अंदर वो रिंग रखी है। तो अभी मैं फटाफट से मैरी के पास जा रहा हूँ, वो सामने वाले रेस्टोरेंट में काम करती है कहीं।
What can you tell me about Sonia Dunn?
I barely know her, but she looks like a smart girl, poor thing.
मैरी बोली कि वो हार्डली नो सोनिया। ओके।
What do you think about Jake Ostiambi?
Who? Who's that?
A big gorilla. Boxer, too. A friend of Joe Dunn's.
Oh, yeah.
भाई
I
इधर
barely
उधर
know
सोच
him.
रही है,
I
यानी
don't like
कि
how he
कुछ
looks.
गड़बड़ है। इधर उधर इसने आंखें घुमाई हैं, ठीक है।
Can I ask you about your job?
Which one?
How long have you worked at the gym?
It's been, what, 4 or 5 years? Although, I don't think I'll be able to set foot in there again.
This must be really hard for you. What kind of boss was Joe Dunn?
A good one. Always paid on time, never raised his voice. If I asked for the day off, he even cleaned the gym.
अच्छा। आउटसाइड द जिम कैसा था
How
फिर
was
वो?
Joe Dunn outside the gym?
I wouldn't know. I only saw him at the gym or right there. That was his spot. I think everyone liked him.
हुआ क्या है गाइस, फिर हुआ क्या है? बॉबी येल के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन निकालनी
Any
पड़ेगी।
ideas where Bobby Yale could be?
How am I supposed to know? He's rarely there when I clean the gym. Bobby seems like a nice kid, but I barely know him.
ठीक है, ये barely know, he barely know।
Let's talk a bit more about Joe Dunn. Can you tell me how you found Dunn's body?
Well, I thought I was alone. I clean early in the morning before Mr. Dunn comes in.
ओके,
Oh, so you have keys to the gym.
इसके
Yes,
पास
of
जिम
course.
की कीज हैं,
There was paint on the floor,
सफाई
so I
करने आई
thought
थी ये।
it'd be a busy morning.
पेंट पड़ा हुआ था,
And then
ठीक है।
I saw him hanging there like a baby mobile over a crib. Then I think I panicked. When I calmed down, I called the police and waited outside. Sorry, that's all I can say.
Don't worry. But if you remember anything else, let me know. Thanks, but I still don't get why he'd commit suicide. Maybe he simply had money issues.
Yeah, I don't know. Could be. The gym didn't really get that dirty lately.
I heard his relationship with his daughter wasn't ideal.
Oh, really? Poor man. I don't have kids, but that has to be really hard.
I think that's it for now. See you around.
We'll miss you at Sam's Diner. Bye-bye.
Okay, Jake.
I told you.
Desmond O'Leary.
Huh?
I know you work for him.
Now you're just making
भाई
stuff
साहब,
up. Why would you say that?
ओ लेरी का नाम ले दिया मैंने, झूठ बोलना
O'Leary's
पड़ेगा।
man told me a while ago.
Okay, let's say you're right.
ओ
So what?
भाई निकलवा
What are you
लिया
gonna
इसके
do,
मुंह
huh?
से।
We're pals. I won't do a thing. But please, tell me the truth.
Okay, I guess I should have said something. Business isn't going that well lately. Natalia was my last well-paying job, and it's been a while. Then O'Leary shows up and offers me a bodyguard contract. What
झूठ
was I
बोला
supposed
इसने,
to do?
बाबा पे अटका गई।
You could have said no.
Yeah, like you never take shady business.
ठीक है,
I'd never take a job like that. As a matter of fact, I turned one down today.
Hey, O'Leary might run an illegal gambling operation, but it's not like he's killing people or conning with us. And I'm just a bodyguard. I make sure no one gets hurt. What I do including my contract and paycheck, is 100% legal. How bad can that be?
O'Leary pays you with dirty money, and you're part of a criminal organization. There's no two ways about it. But that's not what bothers me.
ये बोलते हैं.
I know you're covering up O'Leary's role in Joe Dunn's death.
Huh? O'Leary? No way. I mean, I don't think so.
Jake, please.
भाई जेक को पता है कुछ.
I guess there's no point in hiding it now. I was here the day Dunn died.
Go on.
I had to take care of some business for O'Leary. He makes me wear the shamrock when I work for him. I left the damn thing in my locker.
Say no more. You came in the back door.
How did you... Yeah, that's it. Joe had mentioned he'd been painting that afternoon, but I forgot.
डन पेंट कर रहा था जिम में.
I stopped my tracks when I saw him screaming bloody murder at Bobby Yale at the top of the scaffold.
डन का स्ट्रॉन्ग आर्गुमेंट हुआ था येल के साथ. ओके.
What exactly was he saying?
Something like, if you do that, I'll call off the fight and make sure you never set foot in this gym again. I didn't want them to see me, so I left.
डन की येल से
Jake,
बॉबी येल के साथ
Why didn't
आर्गुमेंट
you
हुई
tell
है.
me?
ओके.
See, I knew you'd be
मेरे ख्याल
mad.
से बॉबी येल
Obviously.
पे जा रहा है पूरा का पूरा.
I'm sorry,
जो भी
John.
शक है.
I should have said something.
Yes?
I need to search your office.
Go on.
भाई इन्वेस्टिगेशन जरूरी है. फिर ये बोलते हैं तुम इन्वेस्टिगेशन नहीं कर रहे. कहीं पे कोई कुछ वो नहीं है. एक सेकंड. पीछे लॉकर है. लॉकर चेक किया जाएगा.
I'd like to take a look inside that safe now. Could you give me the combination?
I'd love to help you, but my mother's birthday used to be the combination, but I already tried it.
ओके. किसी ने कॉम्बिनेशन चेंज कर दिया इसके अकॉर्डिंगली. पासवर्ड गलत है. सोनिया के डेट ऑफ बर्थ ट्राई
Could
करते हैं.
you tell me your birthday
Of course, March 6th.
and the year?
I'm 24, Mr. Blacksad. You do the math.
No luck.
ना.
So, what else can you tell me about Dunn's death?
Well, not much. My memory's not what it used to be.
Do you remember anything else about Joe Dunn and Bobby Yale's argument?
No, not really, no. Only Joe yelling.
कुछ तो छुपा रहा है
"If
भाई.
you
ये कुछ
do,
छुपा रहा है मेरे को जहाँ
I'll
तक
call
लग रहा
off
है.
the fight and kick you out of the gym.
What can you tell me about Sonia Dunn?
She's hot, ain't she?
It seems like her father's death didn't really upset her.
Well, she likes to play it cool, which makes her really hot.
आर्थर को पेलेगा ये बाद में. बॉबी येल के बारे
Do you
में
have any
इंफॉर्मेशन
idea where
निकालनी है
Bobby
यार.
Yale could be?
Not a clue.
अपार्टमेंट.
I dropped by Bobby Yale's apartment. I think he might be involved with O'Leary, the bookmaker.
You sure? Yale had some dark years, no doubt, but Dunn turned him into a decent guy. I'm no detective, but I wouldn't follow that lead.
Do you know any of his relatives?
His father, Avenarius.
Avenarius? The boxer poet? Didn't he disappear 20 years ago?
Yeah, and his wife, Bobby's mom, died shortly after. Dunn is the closest thing the family the poor kids had ever since.
That explains the poetry book in his locker. What was Joe Dunn like?
He was a decent man. Have you seen all those slogans on the wall? Those motivational phrases? Joe really believed in them. All of them.
I found an empty wine bottle on the rooftop. Did Joe Dunn drink?
Only for a while, back when his wife died. But eventually he quit. After that, he'd only drink on special
शराब
occasions.
वगैरह भी वो छोड़ चुका था. जब उसकी बीवी मरी थी सिर्फ तभी उसने पी थी. उसके बाद उसने शराब वराब भी छोड़ दी थी. तो क्या है आखिर यार
Joe
इसका
Dunn
जो
or
डन का
Joey Dunn?
किस्सा क्या है?
Nobody called him Joey. Well, maybe his wife. Although she didn't call him anything after she died.
Hi, Mr. Blacksad.
Have you remembered anything else about the moment you found Dunn's body?
I really can't remember anything. I'm sorry.
कुछ नहीं बता रही भाई, ये कुछ नहीं बता रही.
Can I ask you about your job?
Which one?
Other than the diner and the gym, you don't work anywhere else, right?
I wouldn't have the time, although I'm not sure I want to continue working at the gym.
ठीक है.
It might be best to stay away from the gym, at least for a while, for your own well-being. In due time, things might change.
Joey used to say the same thing.
Okay. इसने
Maybe.
जोई
I
वर्ड
don't know.
यूज किया है गाइस.
Thanks.
जोई से उसकी बीवी कहती थी और कोई नहीं कहता था उसे.
Have you remembered anything else about the moment you found Dunn's body?
I really can't remember anything. I'm sorry.
ठीक है, see you. बस इतना ही जाना था.
Sorry.
इसने
I think
जोई
that's it
वर्ड
for
बोला
now.
है गाइस.
See you around.
We'll miss you at Sam's
जोई
Diner.
जोई
Bye-bye.
सिर्फ उसकी बीवी बोलती थी तो इसने जोई वर्ड यूज किया. मैरी ने जोई बोला है. इसने रिंग रखी है. यस.
Were Mary Purnell and Joe Dunn an item?
हो सकता है भाई, पूरी तरह से हो सकता है. मेरी और जोई डन वो एक दूसरे को देख रहे थे, मतलब एक दूसरे को डेट कर रहे थे. कहने का मतलब इसका ये है. और कोई सबूत हमारा भाई मैच कर रहा है. मेरी एंड जोई डन वन सिंह चदारियस यहाँ वाइन रखी हुई है. ठीक है. और डन्स वाइफ बर्थडे डजंट ओपन द सेफ. डन की मैरी की बर्थडे. मैरी की बर्थडे.
What if Mary's birthday is the combination to the
मैरी की
safe?
बर्थडे से खुल सकता है गाइस सेफ. ठीक है. मैरीज बर्थडे माइट ओपन द सेफ. तो अभी हम आ गए हैं भाई फटाफट से सोनिया डन के पास. और पहले मैरी की बर्थडे चेक कर लेते हैं. रुको, मैरी की बर्थडे चेक करेंगे, उसके बाद हम लॉकर खोलने की एक बार तैयारी करेंगे. लॉकर शायद उसी के डेट ऑफ बर्थ के कॉम्बिनेशन से खुलेगा.
And there it was, Mary's birthday, a week prior to that very day.
ओके. मैरी पर्नल का रिसेंट बर्थडे भी था. उसकी मौत के टाइम के आसपास, जब उसने फांसी लगाई थी तब उसी के आसपास था. यूज मैरीज बर्थडे. खुल गया भाई. यस. रिवॉल्वर भी दिख रही है. बिजनेस इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी भी दिख रही है गाइस. रुको रुको, पहले तो बिजनेस इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी है. ठीक है
I never would have taken Dunn for a gun owner.
भाई. डन के पास गन भी है. लास्ट विल एंड टेस्टामेंट ऑफ जोसेफ आर्डन. उसकी विल भी रखी हुई है गाइस. उसकी विल काम आएगी.
You open the safe?
Yeah, and I think you need to see this.
जोसेफ डन की विल.
Can you tell me what it says?
All right. I think this might be useful for the investigation, Mr. Detective. He left everything to me, except some boxing trophies and knickknacks that'll go to Bobby Yale.
ओके. कुछ चीजें बॉबी येल के पास है और बाकी सारी चीजें इसके पास है. व्हेन बेटा कब साइन किया
When
गया
was
था?
it signed?
It was written 4 years ago, just weeks after I moved to Buffalo.
Do you think Bobby Yale read it before he disappeared?
Maybe.
Congratulations. You're one lucky lady.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
All right. Thanks.
ठीक है. कुछ नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है अभी. अभी कुछ नहीं है, अभी कुछ नहीं है.
I never asked about the gym's insurance.
That's exactly what I'm reading now. So far, it looks like your standard small business policy.
I think I know who had your mother's ring.
You do?
Mary Purnell. I think she was in love with your father.
Thank you. Thank you.
ओके, ये क्या किया इसने? मैरी का सीक्रेट नहीं रख पाया इसमें, कुछ गड़बड़ हो गई मेरी, लेकिन कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन में रहते आ रही है।
Big, bright eyes. Looks well rested. Either she didn't mourn her father, or she really knows how to work that makeup. Did you and your father get along?
Let's just say our relationship got better when I left for Sunny University. An 8-hour drive from here.
Meaning?
I'll lay it out
Dunn
for you, Mr.
यूनिवर्सिटी गई
Blacksad.
थी।
My father, Joe
Okay.
Dunn, disappeared the day my mother died. He became a shell of himself. Joe Dunn, my legal guardian. A man who gave me food, shelter, clothing, and an education.
एक बार बात करें उसके बारे में, वीकली के इंटरव्यू के बारे में।
You see, I've got this friend. He's a journalist, and the thing is, well,
बोलना तो
he
पड़ेगा
would
ही।
like to interview you.
Why?
A woman running a boxing gym? That's quite the story.
And how did this friend of yours find out exactly?
Well, you know how these things...
I don't even want to hear you. I just hope you prove your professional worth before the day is over.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
ठीक है भाई। सो गाइस, आज का गेम प्ले ऑफ ब्लैकसैड अंडर द स्किन यहीं पे करते हैं समाप्त, और इन्वेस्टिगेशन जारी रहेगी। अगर आपको गेम प्ले पसंद आया तो प्लीज़ यार चैनल को करो सब्सक्राइब, वीडियो को लाइक और शेयर। फिर मिलेंगे, तब तक के लिए बाय, शुक्रिया, धन्यवाद।